I vividly remember the first time that a piece of original poetry flowed through me. I was living in my parents' home, and I had a beautiful altar set up in my bedroom, my personal space. I was meditating at this altar, seated in the same way that I am right now with my legs crossed. Someone called that Indian style. That's what we called it in elementary school at my school. Anyways, I sat like that, meditated. At the end of my meditation, I had access to a stream of consciousness that I was so proud of. These words meant something to me. These words were expressing parts of me. I was so excited to read the poem to one of my best friends. After reading it to her, I still felt like it was supposed to go somewhere else. I wasn't satisfied. I was hungry to share it more. And I sit here in this moment honoring that version of myself. She has been through a lot, and there was a time, there were so many times where I really hated myself for being a poet. What use does this have in the world? Why am I so passionate about this? No one around me is passionate about such a thing. Today, there is joy here in being a poet, because I know that I've found people through posting these videos online. I've found people that enjoy hearing poetry, and they also enjoy my poetry. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to the poem that I'm about to read. I could talk forever if you let me, I really could. I got my special microphone here so that we could really get a good sound while I read. It's vulnerable sharing poetry online. This is not the poem, sorry. I'm still doing the intro. It's pretty vulnerable sharing poetry online. And so please be kind, and I guess all that's left for me to do is just read. So here we go. When I listen to my mind, I hear versions of divine. Brought life force up my spine, now I'm different than my kind. I don't work like I used to, but still, I am used like I used to be. I still don't value my true frequency. It's hard to when there's no one around like me. I thought the key was to blend in, but doing that felt worse than sin. So now I'm taking off my skin to see what truly is within. Within myself, I am a god. In religious circles, that sounds odd. I wish I was kidding, that'd be easier. But really, I think we all rise, like the story told on Easter. Jesus was not the only son, heaven sent to his conception. Everyone on earth is the one. We all experience resurrection. Does what I'm saying sound scary? Is it crazy, weird, or wrong? Can you imagine adding beats? Would it make an awesome song? There is just a lot in here, inside of my one mind. And again, I really believe it all to be forms of divine. To have that connection in your life is a blessing. Please don't hide. If you got it, why not share? If they judge, try not to care. We are all special. We are all supernatural. What we see is not the actual. What we know is just a story. I hope this poem was received warmly. I hope you liked it. A friend of mine asked me if I could recite my poems twice when I read my poems on YouTube. I guess, it goes through your consciousness so fast that it's nice to hear it twice. I know that you could rewind, but I actually kind of feel like it might be nice to read it again and see how I feel the second time. So here's the same poem again. Warning, I might change some of the lines. I'm going to do like a free flow instead of just reading it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to change it. Okay, this is like version 2. This is like part 2. Same flow, but like different version. I sit here listening to my mind, wondering, what's the difference between me and divine? Am I truly one of a kind? I wonder where I come from, feeling centered like the one. Energy, life, it comes from inside of me. Learning alchemy, helping me, supporting me, choosing happiness, freedom, and truth. Wondering, can youth last forever? Is anything ever never? Or are all things possible? When I listen to my mind, I hear a version of divine. Brought life force up my spine, now I'm different than my kind. I don't work like I used to, but still I'm used like I used to be. I still don't value my true frequency. It's hard to when there's no one around like me. I always thought the key was to blend in, but doing that felt worse than sin. I always thought the key was to blend in, but doing that feels worse than sin. So I'm taking off my skin to show what truly is within. And when I'm authentic, it feels like a massive win. Within myself, I am God's child, here to be free and wild. You can't tell me what to do. It's not gonna work in my world. I'm a woman, brave and bold. We are all special. We are all supernatural. What we see is not the actual, what we know is just a story. I hope this poem was received warmly. Yeah, that was different. That was cool. It's nice to just show up here and just flow. I gotta let go. That was fun. Yeah. I hope you liked this video. It's a quick one, but yeah, I'm glad it can be poetic here and and honestly, I just want to say exactly what's on my mind. And what's on my mind right now is that life is good. I'm here with a microphone and my poetry, and I'm performing to a beautiful human being. This is honestly a big desire that I've had for myself for what feels like a very long time. So it's nice to finally be in the moment of doing it, and I know that so much more is unfolding as my life is constantly becoming and moving. It's crazy living inside a human body, isn't it? You're just inside this thing, like, wow, time is just going on and on and on. So use your time wisely. Do what you want to do what you feel inspired to do. If you have something on your mind and your heart and you feel like you want it, try your very best not to be afraid. If you want mentorship, support, and guidance, I'm doing that. I might be able to help you. You can click the link in my bio to find out what I'm up to in that realm of creation. But in this video, I got to very much focus on being a poet, a speaker, a creative. It was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will connect with you more again in another video.